Today for writing we are doing page 62 and we are finishing up the alphabet for the second time, doing Y and Z both. And it says the book of Jude is a letter encouraging Christians to be strong in their faith. The second sentence says Revelation was written by John and tells of things to come and what heaven is like. So this time you get to pick whether you write the sentence about Jude or the sentence about Revelation. The Bible verse comes from Revelation. It says, and he showed a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding out of the throne of God and of the Lamb. Revelation 22:1. All right, so let's look up at the board. Please watch as I demonstrate again Y and Z. All right, so should I make my Y touch that line?
No.
No. And some of you have a bad habit, especially when you put your name. Maybe you remember when you get down to doing the letters, but your name, you make it touch that line. Nothing touches that line. We're writing 3/4 space high. That is for tails, right? For example, when we do a Y, we would start down some and make a loop going into a candy cane, touch the floor, curve up. Do not go up as high as you did on this side. It's a little bit shorter on this side. It looks like what letter? U. It looks like capital U. But then you come back down and you give it a tail. See, there's the tail. See, I have room for another letter below that, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay, I have room for another letter right below that. If you make your tail too long, then you're not going to have room for a letter underneath it. Alright, so that's capital Y. When you do lowercase y, again you do it like a U, because you're going to go up the driveway, down the driveway, curve, up the driveway, down the driveway, and then you do a tail there. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Z underneath Y, so I show you. Don't make your tail too big. If you make your tail too big, you don't have room to put anything underneath it, and then you have to move what you're writing just because your tail's too big. So when you do Z, again, you're going to do a loop going into a candy cane, but you're just going to go straight to the floor just like you did for an M or N or H, one of those letters. When you hit the floor, you're going to do a little tiny bunny hop and do a tail. This should not be big. A lot of you have a bad habit of going like this.
Oh.
That's a really big leap. It is not that big. If you look at the card over there, it is not that big of a hop. It should not be way over here. Same thing on lowercase z. Lowercase z looks more like you started doing a V because you're just going to do that hill, right? Like you do on a V, you do a hill and then a valley. At least some of you do. There's a few of you that don't know how to do a V. You do it more like a U because you don't do that hill. You're just going to do that hill, and then when you do that hill, you're not going to curve into a valley. You're going to do a little hop and do a tail. Again, just do a little hop. It's not a big hop. Don't do this for either one. Both of them are just a little hop. All right, you may begin.